guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Emily MQ and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the art of self-reflection. So let's get on to it. What does self-growth mean to you, and have you been thinking about how to be the best version of yourself lately? We all have an idea of what it means to grow as a person. Some people may be concerned about building their characters, or some may be concerned about succeeding at their passion. Well, there's really no right or wrong answer. It literally depends on what you're hoping to get out of life. So, here are 10 questions you can ask yourself to help you on a quest to personal growth. Let's get started. Number 1, what am I grateful for today? Here's a question you should ask yourself. What are you grateful for that you have in your life? Well, some of us are too busy, maybe with our families, our jobs, we're preoccupied with the activities that we have to do, school. So to a point that we never even have time to sit and reflect and ask ourselves, what are we grateful for? And having gratitude is the most important thing that you can have, because without gratitude you literally can't, you're not thanking God or maybe the universe or whatever that you believe in. So gratitude is something that is important to have as a person in order to grow more. Personal growth can only start with self-awareness. That is why you have to write a list of things that you are grateful for. Here's how I do it. By keeping a list on my bullet journal. I'll look at I'll take my journal and then I'll read it for you. So here are some examples of things that I have been grateful for. It goes and says, I am grateful for my family. I am grateful for my daughter. I am grateful for the fact that I had a nice walk with my daughter this afternoon. So those are the examples that I have. You can literally write anything that you are grateful for. It could be your car, your new home, anything that you're grateful for. Grateful to have a bed to sleep in, grateful for the food you had to eat, because some people don't have such things. So you have to be literally grateful for the things that are given to us. When you find out what you are grateful for, you are creating self-awareness, so that when you come across such things again in life, you are able to enjoy them more and be more grateful for them. And then we move on to number 2, which is, when was the last time I learned something new? And I know you're thinking, how does this relate or help me with self-awareness? Well, it's important that we always improve ourselves by learning new skills or to pursue a passion. That's why asking yourself this question is helpful in letting you know if you have become comfortable in your daily routines. For example, you'd stay at the same job for many years to a point that you've become bored, and you feel that you're not growing, you're not learning anything new, and everything is just a repeat of everything, of things that you already know. So to help get rid of that thing of living in autopilot, it's important to always improve yourself so that you get more excited about new things in your life. You'll feel like you're growing as a person, and you will be more happier and more in a good mood. Also, it builds your confidence. And then we move on to our number 3. It says, who are the people do I value the most? So you've got to think about the people in your life and think, who do you value the most? Who is the person that is more important in your life? For many of us, our family will come into mind, and we might also think about our best friends, our partner, our colleagues, maybe that has been around during the tough times that you've had. This all goes back to self-awareness. When you know who you value most in life, and number two, you think about how you can treat them better, and number three, you get to find out what you appreciate about them the most. And this leads us to the next point, which is number four: how can we be kinder to these people? Have you ever stayed up all night thinking about how badly you've treated someone? Well, I have, and it's not the nicest thing to reflect, because it brings out your insecurities and you may feel guilty. However, I had personally came out of such situations feeling like I had grown as a person. Why? That is because I asked myself, how can I be kinder to this person moving forward? That allowed me to see the areas where I had fallen short in that relationship and ways to do better. Then we move on to number five, which is, what are some regrets that I've had in my life? Another question to ask yourself for personal growth centers around this topic, which is regrets you've had in your life. It can be difficult to look back at things that you've missed out on, but it is important so that we don't make the same mistakes again. For example, you left a good relationship because you didn't know how to love, or you missed out on a big opportunity because you weren't ready yet, or you worked too hard at a job that you failed to spend time with your family. When you come to terms with your regrets, you'll make time for these things that you once saw as unimportant. And you'll also feel a huge weight lifted off your shoulders. Number six is, have I taken enough risks? As I had mentioned, staying in your comfort zone is not conducive for your self-growth. And that's why it's important to take risks sometimes. It doesn't have to be something extreme. Here are some risks that you can take. For example, quitting your job to travel the world and see where your path takes you. Or you want to change your life completely by moving to a different city or different state and starting all over. So ask yourself, are you satisfied with where you are right now? And if your answer is a no, you may need to take a risk in order to help you live the life that you want. Number seven is, how can I stay true to myself? If you want to lead a meaningful life in your own terms, you'll also need to ask yourself, how can I connect with my truest self? This means you have to find out how much of your identity is tied to social norms or expectations of other people, and the expectations other people have of you. That's why self-growth is something that you need to cultivate and maintain, because it helps you figure out what needs to change or to see what can be changed, but you can learn to accept, and to help you realize that you only have to live for yourself and not for others. So here's a way you can stay true to yourself, which is by getting in touch with your spirituality. Research has shown that there are many benefits in cultivating your spirituality, including reduced stress, increased motivation, healthier relationships, and improved physical health. But we also need to be careful about the spirituality that we engage in. That's why when it comes to your own journey, you have to ask yourself, what are the toxic habits that I have picked up? For example, some toxic spirituality trait that some of us may unknowingly pick up, that we may think is good, is to always think that you should be positive, or it is a sense of superiority over those who lack spiritual awareness. So spirituality should be about empowering yourself, not suppressing emotion, not judging others, but forming a pure connection with who you are at your core. And then we move on to number 8, which is what are some things that I am proud of? And this could relate to anything that you have ever done in your life. It doesn't have to be a career milestone or the time you paid off your house. In fact, it would be more productive for you to look inward and consider how much you have actually grown. Maybe you're someone who used to have unhealthy relationships, but you literally or eventually stopped giving attention to people who don't care about you. That's definitely something to be proud of. So, what's the purpose of asking yourself this question? Well, it helps you see how far you've come, and it's really important to realize how much you are capable of. Number 9 is, do I like myself? Okay, I know this is a hard one. I'm sure, if not all, many of us have self-esteem issues, and we may have spent a lifetime trying to correct them. That's why many may not want to dive in deep into this question, because it may remind you of the times that you truly felt inadequate. But if you want to grow as a person, you'll have to face your demons head on. So here's how you can ease yourself into this process. Accept that you will experience pain. Also believe that the hard moments will pass. And lastly is to encourage yourself when you're having a hard time. Number 10 is, what do I have to look forward to? Once you have finished reflecting on all the previous questions, think about what you can look forward to in the future. As I had mentioned, you may want to change your life completely and let the path before you unfold. In that case, it may be difficult to have a tangible goal in mind. So, let me tell you a secret. It's enough to look forward to waking up to a new day and figure out where to go from there. Focus on the small things that will help you grow as a person, because at the end of the day, you're the one on this journey of personal growth. So it's best to enjoy it as much as you can. So thank you for watching my video. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Those were 10 questions to ask yourself in the art of personal growth. I hope you watch more for more videos, more things on personal growth, self-awareness, building your confidence, faith, and a healthy mindset. And comment on the section below on topics that you want us to talk about. And yeah, love you. Like, comment, and subscribe.